Hello, and no, Beck. We know that you speak on behalf of the entire state of Alabama, not from Alabama, for Alabama. Hello, welcome to Movie Libs. Now that makes sense because I skipped the intro part to do that. But we are Movie Libs. We are here to do a show for you. We're doing a colors show this week. Which means I have pulled movies that all have colors in the title because it's fun. Why not? Movie Libs is a show where we take scenes from famous movies. We pull words out of those scenes, and then you will give us new words to plug into those scenes, thus making an entirely new scene that we reenact live for your entertainment. Yeah, dirty fiddle fuckers. We have an excellent cast who has decided to join us this evening. Look at them here. Wow, Marco, thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You did it, Marco. You did it.
We
I
got
made
it.
it just in time.
We had to remind Marco at the last minute that this is a show that's happening because he's an
Yeah, I
important
was in my
busy
kitchen.
person.
I was just like doing stuff, and I'm like, oh shit.
You weren't like me sitting in this room with my green screen up for 20 minutes watching Hoarders until this started. That was what I did.
No,
with my
you're
day.
much better at this than I am.
I was on TikTok for 20 minutes.
Perfect.
I was
Perfect.
driving
Dana,
in my car.
Yeah, Dana has to drive here. She has to be extra prepared. The most
But
of all
on the
of us.
bright side, I was sitting here typing away and I see my name written down on a piece of paper and then it says want candy and there's candy. So that makes me happy.
Ryan
Yay.
left you.
Yes, Brian left me candy.
What?
And
candy?
you might notice that someone who's almost always here is missing. It's Miss Tina Jett. She's in freaking Slovenia because she's cool like that. So, Tina, if you watch this someday, I hope you're having the best time. It looks gorgeous. I had to Google where Slovenia is. I'm not going to lie. I'm not proud of it, but I did. And it looks lovely. And we miss you. Anyways, how we do this show is for our first scene, we always ask for words ahead of time on our Facebook. Look at this pretty promo that I made. I'm kind of proud of this one. I like it. We post these onto our Facebook, and you all give us words on there that we plug into our first scene. For our later scenes, we will ask for those words live, and you'll give them to us during the show. If you haven't already, share this video, like this video, any of that good stuff, so more people can come and hang out with us, because why not? All right, let's dive into it with our first scene description. Okay, our first scene is from 1980s Blues Brothers. That's right, it's got blue in the title. The plot of this movie: after his release from prison, Jake, played by John Belushi, reunites with his brother Elwood, played by Dan Aykroyd, both of which look exactly like Marco's best friend, collectively known as the Blues Brothers. Jake's first task is to save the orphanage the Blues Brothers grew up in from closing by raising $5,000 to pay back taxes. The two are convinced they can earn the money by getting their old band back together. However, after playing several gigs and making a few enemies, the brothers face daunting odds to deliver the money on time. In our scene, Jake and Elwood meet with Sister Stigmata at the orphanage and get kicked out for their bad language and bad behavior. Okay, Charlie is coming in
shit.
right now.
I'm not ready.
Nobody's ready, so I'll talk to you. Hi, guys. We've got great shows happening this weekend. On Friday, there's going to be a It's Super Easy challenge show that, like, most of us are going to be in. And then there's also going to be Crawl Space. And then on Saturday, there's going to be Document This with Dana and myself. I'll be in that show. And then AZL with myself again. So those are the wonderful shows that are happening this weekend. Are people ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Get in there, Charlie. Hello, boys. Nice to see you. Please have a seat. Come over here in front of me. I want to see your toe webbing. The county took a tax assessment of this bus stop last month. They want 17 euros.
Doesn't the church have to pay that?
They would if they were interested in keeping the bus stop, but they aren't. The Duke von Dumbass wants to sell this bus stop outright to the Illuminati.
What's going to happen to you?
I'll be sent to the missions in Tulsa. Not Alabama, Tulsa.
Forget it. 17 euros, no problem. We'll have it for you in the morning. Let's go, Elwood.
No, I will not take your filthy, huffing and puffing money.
Then I guess you're really up shit geyser.
Oh. I beg your pardon. What did you say?
I offered to help you. You refused to take our money. Then I said, I guess you're really up shit geyser. Ah!
Christ, Jake, take it easy, man.
Elwood!
Just shit.
Crap.
Fiddle fork.
Stop it, you blue-footed booby. Ow. Ow. Ow.
You are such an impertinent pair. I pray so hard for you. It saddens and hurts me that you two young men who I raised to believe in fairies have returned to me as two thieves and with filthy ankles and bad attitudes. Get out and don't come back until you've made tea.
And scene. Oh, fantastic. Oh, Stacey, I don't know. You might have been a nun in another life. It just it feels accurate to me.
Well, as someone who was once taught by nuns, it feels very accurate to me.
Yeah.
The shed is not air
my
conditioned.
favorite-
So my
Oh,
glasses
no.
immediately fogged up. It
Oh,
was
no.
pretty fun. I was just like, oh.
In high school I played basketball, and one of the high schools we would go to was a Christian school. So the basketball coach was a legit nun in her full nun's garb, except she had Air Jordans on under her
That's
nun
badass.
attire. And she cursed more than I've ever seen any other coach curse in my entire
Oh,
That's
that's
badass.
like everything.
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, no, just so you know, in high school, Brett was obsessed with the Blues Brothers, and he dressed like one normally.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
he
we
had his
should-
Ray-Bans.
We should post a picture of Marco and Brett so people know how much he looks like a Blues
Yes.
It's pretty funny. If I could find a picture of him where he's got the sunglasses and he dressed like a Blues Brother, because he would dress like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brett's very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. All righty. If you haven't already noticed, we are asking for words for our next scene. What you do is you type in activity, and then you type your activity that you're suggesting, such as donkey racing, and then we know what you're suggesting. That's how it works. What are we getting, Dana?
Okay, we're getting some words in. We have activity, traveling.
Ooh, like
4
Tina.
days.
That's what Tina's doing.
Yeah. Oh, I feel this one. Something you do when you're sad, eat Ben and Jerry's.
Flavor.
I like the cookies, and they have like a cookies and cream one. They have like a brownie one. They have one that's like got it's like peanut butter cookie, whatever. I got none of those names right, but I also like their strawberry cheesecake one.
Nice. Yeah, they always have
Tonight,
the
though.
cutesy name.
The Tonight Dough one's the best.
Ooh, tonight dough. Okay, I thought you were saying tonight though. You're getting some.
Body part, bottom lip. This might be a controversial opinion, but
Oh,
I am not a big fan of cookie dough. I'd rather you cook it and make cookies.
I
That
love
was wrong.
Stacey's
That's how
out.
unpopular
Yeah.
your opinion is.
Done.
I mean, I totally understand why people might like it and totally support people eating it. It's just not my jam.
Oh, like
All right, I'll
care
come
about salmonella and shit. Like whatever.
No, that's wrong.
I'm sure either the salmonella gets frozen in the ice cream or they make it without eggs to where it's
They
edible.
make eggs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd rather think that the salmonella just went to sleep and never woke up.
Good night.
I'm made of salmonella.
Yeah, right.
Silly word for poop.
Thrive.
Ploppy.
Floppy doppy.
Poopy poop.
That sounds delicious. Let's see. Adjective, garish.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, Lisa's saying that she likes half-baked.
Ooh, that's good too.
Unusual name. Unusual man's name, Shirley. Oh, it looks like Beck agrees with me about the cookie dough.
You're both wrong.
Adjective, stuffy. Something expensive, status.
Ooh.
Or
Yeah.
crown jewels. Body part, toe cuticle.
Ew.
Activity, winking. Location, Albuquerque.
Ooh, that's a long
That's
one
right
to
by
spell.
Slovenia.
Okay, I read those all out of order, so hopefully I've caught them.
That's all right. That's what we do. I also need a bodily function.
We have parts, but not functions.
Oh.
Parts
I also
without
just realized
function.
I did not alphabetize this list, so it is in order of when we use them in the scene instead of in alphabetical order. Dana, give me a bodily function.
Sneezing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Alrighty. Let's go to our second scene description. Our next scene, just a few years after the other one, is from 1986. It's Pretty in Pink. That's another color. The plot, Andy, played by Molly Ringwald, is a teenager who lives in the dingy part of town and works at a record store. Pardon my wig application. She is considered a misfit at her uppity high school. Her oddball best friend, Ducky, played by John Cryer, is hopelessly in love with her. When local rich kid Blaine develops a fascination, I can talk, with her, they go out on a date. They are basically ridiculed for the audacity to date one another. When Blaine eventually asks Andy to the prom, the romance versus high school social politics finally culminates in the big night at the prom. In our scene, Ducky is very upset that Andy is going out with Blaine, and if Miss Stacey is ready to be the Ducky to my Andy, let's do it. Ducky, I'm really sorry.
Is this... You're gonna go out with this guy? I mean, this... what, a date to go traveling or something?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like him. He's not like the other guys. Seriously.
No. No way, Andy. You really pissed me off, because they sneeze all over everybody, including you. I can't believe you're this garish.
Who's sneezing on me? I'm not gonna let anybody sneeze on me.
No, he's gonna use your bottom lip and throw you away. God, I would have died for you.
So what am I supposed to do? He asked me out to go winking, and I like him. If I hate him because he's got crown jewels, that's the same thing as them hating us because we don't have crown jewels. Do you understand?
You can't do this and respect yourself. You can't.
I'll make that decision, all right.
Sure, you can do what you want.
You're saying that just because I'm going out with Shirley, my peepaw.
Shirley, my peepaw? His name is Shirley, my peepaw? That belongs on your family tree. That is not a name.
Just because I'm going out with Shirley, my peepaw, doesn't mean I can't be your friend. It doesn't change how I feel about you.
That's very nice. I'm glad. Here's the point, Andy. I'm not particularly concerned with whether or not you like me, because I live to like you. And I can't like you anymore. So when you get your heart splattered all over hell and you feel low and dirty and you want to eat Ben and Jerry's, don't look to me to help pump you up, because maybe for the first time in your life, I won't be in Albuquerque.
I can't believe you're saying this.
Well, I guess that's just tough ploppy.
And scene. I love these shirts that like have green in them now. So they like,
It's my banana shirt. I can't use it anymore.
the banana shirt. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Just as pretty in pink was intended. Mwah. Brava.
That one ducky curl.
I have to let my Ariel wig down. No.
It's like she either, I don't know, I feel like she either should have ended up with Ducky or alone, because I feel like she didn't really fit with the other guy, and you're in high school. That's not going to last either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ducky
You know
was
what?
a friend. Keep your friends. Relationships don't last. Friendships do. Especially in high
True.
school.
Well,
She probably like got married and then like got divorced and then got together with Ducky like in their 40s or something. That's probably like the path they took.
You are definitely not supposed to think about the future in John Hughes movies.
What?
No. That's why in Breakfast Club she ends up with the criminal when she's the princess.
Yeah,
That
that's
has
not gonna work
Sundays-
out.
And he has Saturday school for like 8 months straight. But
Yeah,
she's
you-
like, yeah, let's go.
You don't want to end up with him.
John Bender.
Not in the end. Yeah, not in the end. You don't want the Jed Nelson. You want
No.
he's gotta work at the gas station. You want the lawyer.
she's going to go to college, meet a man there, probably the son of someone important.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
She'll tell her
Unless he
kids about,
emotionally ruins her.
she'll tell her
could
kids about her
emotionally-
bad boy phase. It'll be fine.
Did those
Yeah,
characters live in
emotionally
giant
ruined.
houses like every John Hughes movie? Because every John Hughes movie takes place in the like suburbs of Chicago or wherever, and they're always in these houses. The Home Alone house where it's like got 15 rooms, and you're like, well, shut up! I don't really care about your problems.
We're all
Do
used
you
to
have to see the
California
movie, Liz?
real estate. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all used to California real estate though, where if somebody lived in a house of that size, they're like billionaires. Like there's just
Yeah.
no way.
Right.
Yeah. No, the kids, like grandma had like I went and visited them in Pennsylvania once, and then like we live in a little house, and it was the biggest house I've ever. It was gigantic. It was like 3 stories. It had a walk-in attic. It had its own basement. It was just like this was a normal kind of small house in Pennsylvania, and I was like, what?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
insane.
like I feel like you tell me about your poor problems when your neighborhood has a drive-by shooting, and then I'll feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Is that normal for everyone else?
The only drive-by shooting I ever saw was when I
Oh.
lived in Roseville, which was weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
We had a few in my time growing up.
Yeah.
Kept it classy.
Oh, the wonderful Marysville.
I mean, technically it wasn't Olive First, but if you don't, because it's like if you don't know where Marysville is, you sure don't know where Olive First is. But if
Oh,
you
yeah.
do,
If
you
live
don't
in
tell
Olivehurst,
people.
You pretend you live in Marysville.
Exactly.
Or Yuba City. Yuba City is the
Exactly.
worst. Yuba City is the horrible little brother of Marysville that you just don't talk about. It was like the worst city in America at one point, like 20 years ago.
Oh,
Like on some list, it was like Yuba City, worst city in America.
And this has been California Maps by Movie Libs.
It's been like, let's talk about where Dana grew up.
Yeah. How did Dana become the treasure that she is now?
I ate a lot of
Mary.
prunes.
Yeah.
That is the one nice thing to come out of that area is prunes, and they're delicious and nutritious. Every Christmas, my mom buys me chocolate covered prunes.
Well, shit. I
They're
have never
delicious.
eaten a chocolate covered prune.
Oh, they're so
I've
good.
only recently
regular
eaten a prune. For Adrian bought prunes that were in a jar, and we ate them. And I was like, one, they weren't bad, but they were weird.
They
Did you
definitely
poop?
get things going too.
Huh?
They get
Did you
things
poop?
going too.
Well, apparently that was like conceptually part of whatever we were getting prunes for, but they don't seem like nutritionally. It was like you read it and you're like, this doesn't help you at all.
It helps babies. I'll tell you that.
Well,
It's not
yeah,
the
they're
fiber.
small though, and you feed them tiny jars. Like babies, you just feed them like jars that are this big, and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm full. I don't even know what to do."
That's
with
a
myself."
full stomach of prunes. Yeah.
It's always one of the
the-
funniest things though with babies when you do that. Like, look, here's the tasty bananas. Here's the fruit, and then you're like carrots, and they're like, "What are you
Oh,
doing?"
dear. Yep.
They're always like, "What peas?"
Oh, peas are great.
Not
Not
as
much.
baby food though.
Oh, not as
You wanna eat
babies.
As baby
First-
food, the babies very clearly go, "Yeah, all right," and they don't. They're always like, "No, this is wrong."
I have to say, peas are more fun in their natural shape. Part of the fun of
They
eating
are.
peas is the little circles.
The
I agree with
ballness of them.
Yep.
Anyways, what were
Peas are
some-
always delightful.
Location, Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, I like
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. And
What's that?
which one in Texas?
It's like a giant,
Buc-ee's.
yeah. It's like a huge gas station. They sell all sorts of stuff, and it's like the Walmart of
Oh.
gas station stores.
Yeah,
That
don't they have
sounds
like
fun.
a bunch of interesting merch too?
I
Yeah,
want to go there. That sounds
Let
great.
me go get my
look at
Buc-ee's
their
hat.
mascot.
it's cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to go here now.
Vehicle, a Honda Camry.
That's not a
Every truck
vehicle.
that one.
You're messing with people.
Location, a furry convention.
Oh shit! Look at that. Furry convention.
Yes.
That's
Yup, that's a
sexy.
good one.
Animal, a firefly.
Ah.
That hat looks
Oh.
weird. It's like it's not the right color for the green screen, but it looks fake. It's so red.
Terrible location, a truck stop restroom.
Mm.
That's because them ornery sons of bitches are gotta go to the bathroom in there, and they're gonna make a mess.
Plural item, twins.
Twins.
Ah.
Is the ladies' restroom at a truck stop that bad? Does it get
Yeah.
used?
At the truck
Location, Slovenia.
Do you even know where Slovenia is? Isn't
I
it
do
near
now.
Florida?
No.
No,
In
Bad guy.
Alabama, duh.
Skeletor.
Yeah, it's somewhere near Alabama. That makes sense. It's like it's a state, right? Slovenia.
Country.
Work out.
Animal, a red panda. Ooh.
They're super cute.
Welcome back.
Oh.
I
And I
feel like I
assume-
haven't seen Lisa in a while. Hi, Lisa.
Beck said that she lived in Smartville for a short time, and that has to be on some sort of crappy California town list.
Do
Agreed.
you want to know the worst city in 2023 in the United States?
What was
What?
Oh, so-
Mendota, California.
What was it?
Mendota, California.
Oh,
Where is
interesting.
that?
Never heard of it.
is that one of those ones in the middle that nobody knows about?
Yeah, anything that's between here and LA is got to be
Yeah,
the worst city.
anything from Gilroy to LA.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Stockton
doing?
is the worst city in America. There's no competition. When they pick other ones, they're just ignoring Stockton. Like it won too many
Mendota?
times.
Mendota is a city in Fresno County.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
See, Stockton's like Meryl Streep. Like, yeah, you could win the Oscar every year, but we can't give it to you every year, so we have to pick someone else. Okay. Did you know that Stockton is the largest city to ever declare bankruptcy?
Yes.
Oh,
You would have thought that'd be Detroit. No, Stockton, there was one time, because I used to do this job where I worked underground and cleaned out storm drains, and I went to a place in Stockton, and it was so scary, and there were so many people that looked like creepy vagrants and like people that were going to attack me that I just left. and pretended that the gate was locked. To
Sounds
the building.
good.
I was like, I can't
Solid.
do that. It's too scary here.
Okay.
And your partner was like, we're not getting out of the truck. Just lock the door and we're leaving.
Vehicle, we have a Chrysler 300.
Oh, that is a classy car.
I don't
I need
know.
another in a terrible location.
Okay.
Mendota, California.
What was that first one? You broke up a little bit.
An animal in a terrible location.
Did you get the red panda?
Yes, I did. I need another one.
A toucan.
Ooh, do I need 3 animals? Wait a minute. I'm really confused.
Are you
I
just
do.
messing
Wow, I
with
don't know
people
why I
now?
didn't organize. I don't know. A terrible location.
Did you need another animal?
No, I got that. I
Alabama.
Okay. I have a system of how I do these shows, and apparently I lost my mind at some point in this process because I didn't
That
do
sounds
this
about right.
correctly. But I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to start my new comedy spot job, so I've been distracted this week. All right. We have got what we need. So let's do it. Our next scene is from 1990s. Hunt for Red October. Note the red in that title. The Hunt for Red October stars Alec Baldwin as eccentric CIA analyst Jack Ryan and Sean Connery as Soviet submarine commander Marco Ramus. Marco murders his political advisor, burns his order, and steers the sub, named Red October, towards American waters, hoping to defect. The CIA believes that Ramus is insane and that he plans to start World War III. To cover their own behinds, the Russians support the CIA's suspicion. Only Jack Ryan believes that Ramus's mission is not as apocalyptic as it seems. Ryan infiltrates the Red October to prove his theory. Okay, in our scene, Borodin, played by Sam Neill, discusses with the captain, Sean Connery, what life might be like in America. Talking is so hard sometimes. Okay, Charlie's coming in. Let me get the right things up for you. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
I've ordered a routine clearing of the baffles. We'll be making the first turn in a few minutes. The toucan is operational and it appears to be running normally. The crew knows about Skeletor. They are afraid.
Well, that could be useful when the time comes.
You know, we could make the Red Panda coast in hours. Half of them would freeze before they were rescued.
No, it's Slovenia or furry convention in hours. 2 days.
Do you think they will let me live in Alabama?
I would think they'll let you live wherever you want.
Good. Then I will live in Alabama, and I will marry a round American woman and raise fireflies, and she will cook them for me. And I will have a Honda Camry, or possibly even a Chrysler 300, and drive from state to state. Do they let you do that?
Yes.
No twins?
No twins. State to state.
Well then, in winter, I will live in truck stop restroom. Actually, I think I will need 2 wives.
Oh, at least.
And scene. Bravo.
That,
Always
That
excited to
Sean-
be Sean Connery.
Yeah.
No, you got it.
Anytime.
That was Yeah, that was spot on.
Gotta be Marco.
I love this movie is like one of the greatest movies ever made, so I've seen it a million times, and I saw the picture and I'm like, oh, we're doing the scene where he meets the Americans, and I was like, wait, no we're not, and I was like, that isn't the right background.
Look, this is the scene that was already written for me. That's why we did it.
And then in the description you said the thing, like, because I love this movie, but he does actually kill a man to get rid of the orders. They read the orders and then he kills the guy and he burns the orders, and it's very dramatic in the movie, but you're like, you're on a submarine, you just burned that. Like, somebody's gonna come in the room now and be like, did you just light a fire? You're like, no,
on a submarine?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just needed a candle.
I just lit, I don't know. It was a can. I like the way it smells.
I was cold. Okay.
I love your Russian Connery accent, because we all know
Sean
he doesn't
Connery
do
does not try in that movie. He just talks like Sean Connery.
There's certain characters that just have to be done the same way. That's like when Josh would do who the heck, Snakes on a Plane. He always wore with an eye patch, like any role didn't matter. Always had to have an eye patch, and so there's just some that are like that. You got to do it the same way. It's classic.
And Sean Connery does not have a Russian accent. I don't. I remember Sam Neill actually kind of does, because he's British, or he's Australian, I think. But Sean Connery's like, no,
He's not in Jurassic Park.
he's not. He's in Montana. But every time he says that, he got to Montana because he went to Jurassic Park, or he was at the beginning of Jurassic Park. He's in Montana. So because in the movie, in that scene, he says, "I would like to visit Montana. I will buy a pickup truck."
Sam Neill is from New Zealand.
He's not from Marysville?
No, I did not know that he wasn't American.
Here's my new Googling task for you, Dana. Who's the most famous person from Marysville? I must know.
Ooh.
It's going to be a porn star or a drug dealer.
We were in the news at one point because the guy that played Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks was caught having a drug bender. But thankfully he's gone to rehab and is doing much better now, and I'm very happy for him.
Oh, Goldberg. I was just watching a thing about how ridiculous the plot of that movie is, where they're like, I know, I'm going to draft this figure skater just so she can do spins and then shoot the puck. The game. It's ridiculous.
That movie was awesome when I was a kid.
Absolutely. I was the kind of like girly tomboy that was like, I could do spins and win at hockey. Like, I'm into that.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I completely forgot how often I watched that movie as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I found somebody famous from Marysville.
Who is it?
Who?
Thomas J. Lennon. He was the Supreme Court Justice of California in 1926.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
Very
That's pretty good. That's
very famous.
I wouldn't let that guy judge anything because he's from Marysville.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, yes, you can marry your sister.
But I'm pretty sure Marysville at one point was considered to be the state capital because it was in a very good river location.
Ew.
Yeah, back when rivers were more important.
Mm-hmm. Because we got
I just remember I used to live in North Highlands. I bought a house there at one point, and I lived there.
Mm.
And the most famous person that came from there was a porn star.
Was it you, Marco?
No, it was not. I've taken my clothes off on stage many times, but I have not made that leap.
From Red Thong Porn Studios. Oh God, what are we getting? We're so distractible today.
Random thing to say, leave my callus file alone. I have a callus file. What's in it? Who knows?
Where are you filing them? They're not off your hands, are they?
No, I'm thinking callus from a more emotional sense than a literal sense. Although one time I did... this is gross. I don't want to tell you.
Wait, what are you filing if it's emotional? Is it like...
No.
Like, what is it? Isn't that just
What's your
booze or
callus?
something?
Things that make you angry, make your soul feel callous and cold. But so there's these really cool things. There's these really cool things. They're like foot masks, and you put them on your foot, and it like And then after a few days, all the skin on your foot peels off.
That sounds horrifying.
And if you put it in a pile, it looks a lot and it's scary. But then your feet are nice and smooth afterward.
Is this a thing?
Yes, I just did one
God,
a
this
couple
is so
days
weird
ago.
looking. Oh my God, I don't. Okay, I've googled other things on the show, but foot mask is wrong. Because I have the general reaction that Coreen had earlier because something got mentioned about feet and she went gross and was like, yeah, you walk on those. I don't want to be near them.
Body part, eyelid.
I didn't alphabetize any of these. What am I doing in my life?
Do you normally alphabetize them? They're just in an order, right? I thought they were in order that they appeared.
Nope.
Are they not?
I alphabetize them so it's easy to put them. And then I alphabetize them in this image so that like activities are all together or body parts are together. So I can just say tiny 2 body parts, but instead it's got body part. It's all jumbled. I don't know what I did this week.
Way to destroy something. Give it to a cat.
That's true. That's 100% accurate. Stacey, what are you doing?
I'm trying to find famous people from Marysville.
Clothing item, a sport.
They don't exist.
Nobody famous came from Marysville.
Activity.
Dana is the most famous person.
Freaking the fiddle fork out.
Yes.
Freaking out, man.
Don't freak out, man.
Food, frozen custard. Mmm.
Is that good?
Frozen custard.
Clothing item, a pea coat.
I love a pea coat.
I don't even know.
Way to destroy something, run it over.
With your Chrysler 300.
Food, banana pudding.
Like technology stuff at my work. So I have like 50 tablets that get put out and brought back in and stuff. And there was a guy who broke, like, because I work in construction, there was a guy who broke 5 of them. And the last one he broke, he ran it over with his truck. And I had to like return it for insurance purposes. So I had to put it in a Ziploc because it was like just shattered, like crushed glass. And I was like, yep, it's under warranty. And I just like mailed it in a Ziploc bag back to Samsung. And they had to give me a new one. It was awesome.
And the fan hasn't been flagged for like, you're not allowed to.
Oh, no. I had to have a talk with him where I'm like, look, you're getting charged. This is a lot of tablets. And luckily, most of them were insurance covered so far. But you still can't go through this many.
Also, if you're being that reckless with tablets, like, are you safe on the construction?
I have so many
job?
tablets at work. I like somebody asked me, like, do you have any of these? I'm like, I have like 30 of those. Do you need them?
Yeah, but how is he handling the nail gun? If that's how he treats a tablet.
Oh, no.
Just like, here's a nail gun.
No, that's the thing. The frustrating thing is they're very safe equipment-wise. They just break and drop their tablets all the time.
Do you recognize
that's
those
like
tablets?
I'm worried about your teams, Marco. I'm not trusting.
No. It's like a thing. Like safety wise, they're pretty good, but they're constantly like. I had a guy who was like, "I opened my laptop and the screen is cracked all the way across the screen. I don't know how that happened." I'm like, "Are you lying to me?" It was like, I genuinely think he doesn't know though. I think he just like threw his bag and now he's like, "What happened?" Because they're just like they're very safe out in the job. They just are not safe with electronics.
Sounds like you need a safety topic that includes your IT devices.
I should have them give a meeting. The ones they don't listen to, but they sign off on, where they say like, "Hey, don't break your tablet and make me." I thought I was going to inhale it when it was in the bag. I was like, "This is dangerous."
Oh, you get tablet lung.
Yes, you don't want that. You don't want glass in your lungs.
Glass.
Here you go, activity, filling up gas in Marysville.
Don't do that. Drive through.
Well, there's literally
it.
like one street that you drive through town with like Starbucks and gas stations and fast food.
Right into that AM PM. There's that McDonald's too. They have a McDonald's. It's very important.
But you have to take this really awkward L through town because you can't just drive through it. You have to go around the like little fake lake in the middle.
The little lake, that little fake lake that people are always fishing at.
They found a car with a dead body in there one time.
Oh my god.
It's not that big of a lake.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
it is
like a
not. There
pond.
could not be a car. It was not underwater. If there was a car there, you could see it.
And how was there not people witnessing? That's always very busy. Like, what?
It wasn't there a while and the water's not clean. Like,
Oh, I guess that's true.
I think it was part of the
Okay.
like another part of the lake that was not like the main strip. I don't know.
Where else
The
did they
mop,
go?
the
Okay, anyways, I
Marysville
need a
mop.
body part. A problem you have. The problem we have is a dead body in the Marysville Lake.
Just
Yeah.
a dead body in Marysville Lake.
Okay,
Actually,
and
it's
then-
called Alice Lake.
Nope, it's called Marysville
Nope.
Lake. Or
What-
Dana's Lake. At best, I'm calling
Dana's
it Dana's
Lake.
Lake. Random thing to say and a body part.
Okay, random.
Dead Man's Lake.
Because we got Leave My Callous File Alone and Huzzah. Okay.
Oh, I used Leave My Callous File Alone for... Oh, yeah, I need 3 of those. Yeah.
Okay.
they're just out of order. Stacey, give me a random thing to say.
Fiddle forking face.
Oh no.
It's random.
Yep. Okay, and then I need a body part.
Body. And we have an eyelid and a toe cuticle. That may have been from the last one.
Whatever, we're using it again. Okay, yeah. Here we go with scene number 4.
Bow.
Put possibly my
Uh-oh.
rat. Oh no, I forgot it's green.
Oh no!
Oh no! Wait, I'm gonna find another wig. Hang on, everybody. Ah.
Oh no! Is that purple?
It's green. I forgot. I'll do
Oh,
this wig.
boo!
This is my next weirdest wig. Okay, that'll work.
Oh, that's-
Her hair's blue in the scene, but yeah, this is one of my faves. It's a Mad Hatter wig that I wear upside down for volume. Okay, scene number 4 is from 1972's A Clockwork Orange. The plot of this movie, Alex DeLarge is an ultra-violent youth in a futuristic Britain. After doing all the worst things imaginable, he is arrested and convicted of murder. While he's in prison, he learns about an experimental program that is supposed to retrain a criminal's brain to hate violence. By participating in the program, his sentence will be reduced, thus putting him back on the streets. After his release goes badly, the government decides that his reprogramming was inhumane, and they undo this reprogramming. In all, see if his brain has reverted back to its naturally violent tendencies, which is what they want to happen. Okay. Are we ready, Marco?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we have the same color hair. Oh no. Good morning. I'm Dr. Taylor.
No, I'm the doctor. You're the patient.
What? Are you serious? No, that's not what it says. I was the doctor
Where?
last time.
Well,
Does it
you're
really
not
say
this time.
What?
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
I read
shit.
it wrong. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was the doctor last time.
My bad. You're the patient.
I
now.
watched you put that wig on. I'm like, I don't know why she's doing that. And then I grabbed my wig and put it on. All right, well, I'll be the patient, I guess.
Look, I had a hard week. Okay. Good morning. I'm Dr. Taylor.
Let me. Haven't seen you before.
I'm your psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist? Do I need one?
Just another part of hospital routine.
Are we going to talk about me dead body in Marysville Lake?
Oh, no. I'm going to show you some slides and you're going to tell me what you think of them.
Oh, jolly good.
Now then, each of these slides needs a reply from one of the people in the picture. You tell me what you think the person would say, all right?
Righty, right?
Isn't the plumage beautiful?
I just say what the other person would say?
Yes.
Isn't the plumage beautiful?
Don't think too long about it. Just say the first thing that pops into your mind.
frozen custard score. Huzzah!
Good. The boy you always quarreled with is seriously ill.
My mind is blank, and I'll smash your eyelid for you, Yar Blockos.
Good. What do you want?
No time for the freaking the fiddle fork out, love. Leave my callous file alone.
Good. You sold me a crummy watch. I want my money back.
Fiddle fork your face. Stick it up your toe cuticle.
Good. You can do whatever you like with these.
Eggy Wags. I would like to give it to the cat and pick them all up and throw. Ow! Fiddle fork it out!
That's all there is to it. Are you all right?
Hope so. Is that the end then? I was quite enjoying that.
Good, I'm glad.
How many did I get right?
It's not that kind of test, but you seem well on the way to making a complete recovery. And scene. Sorry, I messed that up, Marco.
Eggy Wags. Eggy Wags.
This was like, I didn't, this is because I got here late, I didn't rewatch this, and I'm like, oh, I remember this one, that lady talks like this, I can do that. And so I was like, I don't remember what he does at all.
No, he was a freak in it. He's just laughing like an idiot. Whatever.
I have no idea what was going on in that scene.
Oh, it's after he got his eyes opened up and had to watch things to program him not to be violent. They were checking on the progress.
No, actually, this was where they were
deprogrammed.
They were, yeah. So they'd programmed him not to like violence, and then that went really bad. I forget how. And then so then they were trying to fix him because they'd done unethical things to his brain. That's your look, Marco. And so they were unprogramming him back to loving violence, and so that was him being the maniac he was meant to be again.
Me and Adrian, because occasionally we will read books out loud to each other for fun, and we got this book. But like we got this book to do that with, and it is written in their slang lingo, and it is completely impenetrable to read out loud. You could not read it to people because they will not know what you're talking about. You have to like read it like as a person who's just reading it silently, because otherwise you're just spending the whole time being like, oh, hello, I say this, and
egg wiggies and aga blaga.
Yeah,
bid you well, little brother. Bid you well.
I love that you two do that. That's so adorable and strange, and I love it.
Adorbs.
Oh, Charlie and I are just like, which murder documentary should we put on tonight?
I call that murder porn.
Oh, we need to watch the one about the Marysville Lake. We need to find.
You need a what?
We need to find a documentary about the Marysville Lake. No,
you could. I wonder if they made a documentary about the guy that used to like kill farm workers, and then he buried them on some other guy's farm.
There's our most famous person in Marysville.
Yeah.
It's actually we learned about a case in lawyer ethics class about how you're not allowed to represent someone for both being their criminal defense and also have the rights to their story because his lawyer tried to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that sounds very unethical.
Right? Okay, we got some words coming in.
Oh, I love it. Just messing with my wig while we talk about Marysville.
Type of diet, the Subway diet.
Is that being a
known as
pedophile?
the pedophile diet.
Or that's just the diet where you eat things you find on the subway.
That might work.
Sport, cricket. Football team, the Denver Cowboys.
That's not a football team, and
That's
you
not
know
a
it.
football team.
You
Sure
said
like.
they're not a car earlier, too. What are you doing?
There's probably a team in Denver that calls themselves the Cowboys. You don't know.
Probably at a
No.
high school. Because they only pick
didn't
like
say
10 names that
NFL.
go across the whole nation. Yeah.
Location, bottom of the sea.
That's where Ariel lives. She lives under the
Yeah.
sea.
She wants legs though, so she doesn't have to live down there.
Yeah, it
Body
probably
part,
sucks.
a pore.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, type of diet, the bone broth.
Ugh.
Bone broth.
I make a
Thing,
mean bone broth.
thing
Delish.
found in nature, roly poly.
Oh my god, they're adorable.
They really are. I used to collect them.
That
Just-
sounds inhumane. Just lock
But
it
I'd
in
roll
the
them up and I'd put them in piles in the backyard.
Oh, I just killed them.
Amount of time, 12 years.
Well,
I'm sorry, I was just reading the one number and realized there was more than one. My brain.
it's all right.
Location, Apple Store.
Oh, yeah.
Way to cook something on the grill.
That sounds delish.
Ooh, this is what I got. Type of diet, emotional eating.
Mm.
Facts.
I DoorDash cake today. It was great.
And then Jerry's diet. Nice. What kind of cake?
I didn't know that was the thing.
It was well. I also got like because it's great because you can DoorDash from multiple places. So I sent them to the sandwich shop to get regular food, and then there's this like little cafe because I don't like their food, but I like their coffee and their dessert. So I got sandwiches at the sandwich shop, and then a piece of chocolate cake with chocolate frosting, and an ice mocha at the other place.
That sounds delicious.
Perfect.
Way to cook something, air fry.
Oh my god, they have one of those at work and I used it and I was like, why don't I own this?
Brett brought one that one time. You had one
Right?
Halloween.
Yeah. I don't think I got it until I used it at work though, and then I realized the reason I don't own it is I would only make things that are bad for me all the time.
Body
'Cause I
part,
don't know what else you use it for.
Thanar web space. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
What?
It's probably
Just gotta
dirty.
trust you, Shirley.
Animal, a jumping spider.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those the cute ones?
No,
Yes.
they jump.
They have little faces and they're
No,
like
they have
kind of gray and
adorable
black.
little faces. They're like,
Yep.
hi.
Yeah.
There was a
eyes
time when
scare
Penny was
you.
like 1.5 or something. She could walk. She had diapers on, and she was scared because one was over the door. And I was explaining to her like, no, it's a cute jumping spider. It won't bother you. It's a cute one. It's fine. And then she walked under it and looked up, and she was like, oh, this isn't so bad. And then it fell and jumped like down on her. And she screamed as loud as possible and ran away crying. And I was like, now she's gonna be traumatized by the fact that that happened.
We were talking
And
about
she
jumping
never
spiders.
trusted her.
Yeah, she
I was
never
gonna say
trusted
she
your
never
dad
trusted
again.
her father again. Yeah.
I was like, don't you remember we were talking about the jumping spiders on Saturday, Coreen? But you weren't there, so.
I do remember. I do.
She remembers even though
I
she
just
wasn't
couldn't
there.
remember if that was the right name for them.
Okay.
Apparently
I also
that
like the
Thenar
spider,
thing is
they're-
a hand part.
My only other favorite kind of spider is the one that lives underwater and he goes up and like gets an air bubble with his bum and
Oh,
brings
yeah,
it
yeah.
down. Self an underwater air bubble.
That are
Yeah.
the ones
To
that
live in.
dance.
But-
Where they go like this and they dance.
Didn't
Yeah,
the
they're pretty
Presidents
cute.
of the United States of America, the band, they wrote a song about that little spider?
Oh.
Okay,
No.
so Shirley is saying that the Thenar web space is the space between your thumb and your forefinger. So like
It sounds
this.
like a satellite though. Like
This
we would
one
talk
or the
about it.
full
We'd be
screen?
like, the Thenar web space has
Yeah,
been
like
taking
right
really
here.
good pictures lately.
This is my web space. Everyone respect my web space. I need a thing found in nature, please.
Stay away from my Thenor Nebs web space.
We got a roly poly.
Roly polies
Got
are
it.
found in nature.
They are.
Need another one.
Oh no, there was not another one.
Dana,
Webs.
name me a nature thing.
Jumping spiders are found in
Um,
nature.
Thenor web space.
dead leaves.
Okay. I'll stop voguing and write dead leaves and thank you. Okay. Now we're in for a personal favorite of mine, guys. We did an entire show about movies with the word green in the title, but our last scene is from one of my personal favorites, the essentially unknown 2005 indie flick, The Godfather of Green Bay. the plot of this movie that has nothing to do with the scene we're going to do. Joe Keegan is a failing comedian. His last hope is to go to the tiny Pine Lake, Wisconsin, where he hopes to catch the eye of a Tonight Show talent scout who apparently never misses his hometown's annual weekend beer festival with music and comedy performances. Joe encounters the beautiful Molly Mahoney, who is also at a crossroads in her life. Things finally start looking up for Joe until he finds out that the biggest audition of his life will be in front of his toughest crowd yet, Packer fans, deer hunters, and the title character of this entire film, the godfather of Green Bay, aka Big Jake Norquist, a former high school football star turned drug dealer who is also in love with Molly. In our scene, Big Jake, aka the godfather of Green Bay, and Molly are having dinner, reminiscing over Big Jake's glory days. Okay, and if Big Jake himself is ready,
We're ready.
okay, let's go. Action.
Oh, where were we?
Jumping spider hunting.
There's just nothing like it. You see the sun come up, the snow on the ground. You smell the roly-poly. It's fiddle forking beautiful. Then finally you see a little rustling. You hear dead leaves snap. Then you start to get that rush. That feeling inside that says, this little shit is mine. Your sights. Bang! You put that sucker down. Then you do the 3 T's. You tag them, you take them home, and you grill that sucker. Wait, you're not one of them emotional eating diet people, are ya?
Oh, no, I eat just about anything.
Sweet.
Hi, Jake.
Hey there.
Do you know everyone in this bottom of the sea?
Oh yeah, grew up here. I was the best cricket player in all the goddamn Northeast Wisconsin. Till I blew out one of my pores.
Glory days.
Yeah. Well, you can't grow up in a town for 12 years away from Green Bay and not want to play for the Packers, you know. Big game this weekend.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You're not a Denver Cowboys fan, are ya?
Well, I grew up in Denver, and then I blew out my pores.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. I used to hate Denver people. You know, always coming up here on vacation, walking around like you own the place.
Oh, sorry.
Looking down your fetal forking thin our web space at us.
You're not gonna fight me, are ya?
To the Packers.
Yeah. Cheers and scene. Oh, the godfather of Green Bay, a true classic in cinema history. Oh, everybody, thank you very much for joining us tonight. We've been very happy to have you. We will be back next week, probably with Miss Dana's donor show. That will be a video game based donor show.
Yes.
But we love you all. You're the best. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Good night.